Well, welcome back to one of my videos, everyone. I'm in a beautiful piece of woodland here again. As you mostly know, it's my natural habitat, being in the woods. And this is my first find. Now that's very thin metal, but it has got writing on it. I'll get the other camera once I've cleaned it up and show you better. The date on the bottom of it is 1837. It's quite brittle, so I'm hoping it will survive. But yeah, what a relic for a start. Moving on. Well everyone, that's my second find. 2 bullet tips or rounds in the same hole. Why there are 2 rounds in the same hole, I have no idea. Anyway, moving on. That's my next find. I have no idea. Maybe there's a button. I don't know. Moving on. Now, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what it is yet. I haven't even gone down. Have a look. It's just sat on the surface here. Can you see that? Oh. Yeah, these things catch me out often. That's quite an old one. It's a ring. No. Well, it is, but not the kind I'm looking for. 48. It's an old one. Moving on. And another ring. Yay. Horse ring of horse tack. Still cool to find. Lots of relics coming up in this area, but also a lot of trash. Moving on. These always give off quite a good signal, these tubes of something. Don't know what that is. See if I can get a date off that later, but I don't think it's particularly old. Okay, moving on. Well, that's my next find. Is a small bore, very small bore rifle cartridge. Guessing that's a 22. Okay. Moving on. Well, that's my next one. A horseshoe. Yeah. Just by the side of this track that's going through the woods. And I will keep searching. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. Hope you're enjoying my videos. As long as you are, I will keep making them. Moving on. Well, I think that might be the shiniest bullet tip or round that I found. You can see the markings in the middle where the shell casing would have gone to. Yeah, it's like brand new, but that wasn't on the surface, and that hit something. Okay, moving on. Well everyone, I'm just continuing on with my hunt, but I came across a glove just lying in the field here. I'm still in amongst the woodlands here, but there's just a few open grassland areas. Then I found this. Somebody must have stopped for lunch and then left it. Yeah, not metal detecting, but I leave that so that people can find it. Moving on. Well, that's kind of cool. Don't know exactly what it is. But it has like a wolf's face on it. To clean that up. Don't think it's silver. Yeah, but cool though. Moving on. I know it's just some kind of bottle cap or cap of some kind. I don't think it's a normal bottle because it has on this replacer couvercle. Yeah. Kind of cool. Moving on. That's my next find, is these 2 little suspender clips. Numbers around the 30s. I'll show a few finds with the numbers so that you guys can see what I'm doing with the multi-cruiser. I'll try and find a few every hunt if I can, but not had so much time recently. Moving on. That's my next find, guys. A little bit jumpy, 60s, 40s, 50s, 30s. Now, quite often you think, ah, that's going to be a bottle cap or something like that. But I always dig those jumpy signals like that. Depending on where you are. And this is an old pocket knife by the looks of it. And if I'm not mistaken, the blade, well, maybe it's a knife handle. I'm going to have to take that home. No, I still think it's a pocket knife. And I think the blade was out and the blade is snapped off. It's not in the hole, so I think that's why they threw this away. Now I'm actually in a stream bed at the moment that runs all the way through here. But yeah, these jumpy signals can be interesting. Moving on. With another signal here, 73, 80, 90. I have no idea what this is. Oh. Oh, that wasn't what I was expecting. Borrow cap. And they shouldn't ring up that high. Just going to check the hole. Yeah, okay. Borrow cap. Yeah. Moving on. There's another one. That's a pretty steady 92, 90, 94. I can see it in the hole that I've just dug, but I haven't got it yet, so let's get it together. I mean, from here, it looks kind of green. So, oh. Yeah, okay. Nothing particularly interesting. For a second I thought it might have been a cigarette lighter, but no, I don't think so. Okay, sorry guys, nothing interesting this time. Moving on. Just had another, it's overloading now, but it was a 56, 57. So, what is it? Oh, it's a lock plate. Oh, cool. At least I think that's what it is. Yeah, definitely what it is. Well, actually, that's a first for me. I haven't found, at least I don't think so, I haven't found a lock plate before. Now I just need to find the key. That's cool. Moving on. That's my next find. Don't know what that is. It's got a shape to it. Could be something on it. Might even be lettering on it. Don't know. I have to clean that up later. It's got something on the back of it. A loop or something. I don't know. No. This is what I like about this hobby. You just don't know what you're going to find. I found the lock plate about 3 feet away, so I don't know if that's got anything to do with it. Perhaps that's the keyhole cover. We'll have a look. Moving on. Well, how about that for a find? Sunglasses. But they've definitely seen better days. Cool. Look at that for earpieces. I don't know if you can see that. It's springs. The whole thing is springy, so you can cup around your ear. Funny. Never seen a pair like that before. But I don't know if I've ever found a pair of sunglasses. That might be my first. Moving on. Well, that's the first bullet piece for today. Surprised I haven't found more of them in the woods. Normally I found a lot of them. I don't know what that is. It looks like a small 9mm pistol round. But maybe it's broken. Maybe it was longer. Anyway, moving on. Well, I was almost giving up hope then. I thought I'm going to go without finding a coin. And I think I just found two. The signal was in the 20s, 24, 25, which is quite often aluminium foil. But in this case, it's coins. Oh. I always love to see the imprint of coins. So that's a 20 wrapping. Centime, sorry. Always get those two mixed up. That I think is a half franc. No, it's a 5 wrapping. Yeah. Okay. 2 coins. Better than no coins. Moving on. And always check your holes. I don't know if you can see. 26, 25, 27. There must be. Oh, you can see it. So it's coin number 3. So it's a mini coin spill. Check again. It's my shovel. Nope. That's it. 3 coins. 3 coins are better than 2. Moving on. Well, I'm hoping I'm not mistaken. It's actually just lying on the surface. It's a lovely stable. Oh. 38. But I can see it. So I'll take you guys down with me. And perhaps you can see it too. Ooh. Okay. It's a tree. I don't think that's silver. But it is a piece of jewellery. It's a pity I'm not doing a challenge today. Beautiful. Okay. I'll show that later on in the wrap up. Moving on. It's gradually getting dark now, so that's one of my last finds. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's part of a fence tightener, or whether it's part of an animal trap. Either way, it shouldn't be in the ground. Okay, cool. Moving on. And that's going to have to be one of my last finds for this hunt. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can see, but there are hearts on it, 3 hearts. It's light, so I'm guessing it's aluminium. I don't know, it must have been a part of something, whether it was a button or... who knows? Clean it up later. Moving on. So, everyone, as a wrap up to my hunt today, normally I find a lot more trash than I do treasure, but this hunt was no different. So, on to the trash. There were lots of aluminium cans and different unrecognizable, I don't know what that is, various bits and bobs, can lids, squeezy tube lids of some kind, tubes of cream, aluminium foil, lots of bottle caps, tops of a can, random pieces of iron, pull tabs, pair of old, very broken, very strange sunglasses. Never seen the likes of those before. I believe that could be an old button. It still has the threads around. Sometimes they used to put threads around inside to make it a button, but I'm not sure. Nails, bits of wire, bits of aluminium. I always take everything with me so that I can get rid of it afterwards. Still don't know what that is. And my bullet pieces. This is 222 Remington. These are very shotgun ends. Very shiny. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that's very shiny copper round. And on to the slightly better stuff. Oh, they're not supposed to be there. They're tent rings of some kind. Here is a, obviously you can see that that's a keyhole cover. I've never actually found one of those, so I was very happy to find that. I'm guessing that's quite old, late 1800s. These were a mystery to me when they came up, but I've worked out what they are. They're off a bandage of some kind. Animal ring, bird ring. This lid, which is a little bit different to usual. Never seen a lid like that with the writing on. I have no idea what this is. There's no writing on it, unfortunately. This came up, although I don't think I got that on film. I don't know if it's part of a spoon bowl. Kind of looks that way, but it's a bit busted up. This was interesting. Now, I wasn't sure if it was a knife handle or a pocket knife, and when it came up it was totally crusty like that. But breaking off the crust, you can see that underneath is actually still a really nice pocket knife. But by the looks of it, they had the blade out and the blade broke and they threw it in the small stream. But that's a really cool find, and I'll clean that up properly, but I wanted to show you the sort of mid-cleaning stage. It's incredible how crusty that thing was. These are a mystery. They are, well, what I thought was silver foil when I saw it, but the numbers are wrong for silver foil. So I have to do a silver test on this. It's not bendy. You know, like silver foil that thin should bend, and it's not. It's quite tough. So I don't know what kind of a material that is. Could be something silver. It has a pattern on the one side. I don't know. Interested to find out. Part of the fun of this hobby is research. This, which is, I don't know, part of a pendant or a button with the hearts. This is something interesting. This is the wolf. This is kind of like the scouts or guides in the UK. We have the Bibli, the Wolfly, and the Fadi. There are 3 sections for kids to go into, and these are actually the necktie pieces. Sometimes there's a name in there, but there isn't one in this one. But anyway, it's a nice find. This piece of jewellery, which is also a nice find, but I don't think it's silver. The numbers on the detector were wrong for it being silver. So I'm happy that I found a piece of jewellery today, but it's not anything precious. There were a total of 4 coins. 3 of them are from the 1950s. So they've been down there a while. They're a little bit crusty. Crusty Christopherson coins. This, I hope my camera can pick that up, there's a lion head on it. Now I could see that the shape meant it was something. I haven't quite figured out what's written underneath, and I don't know if my camera will. It is kind of focusing. So there's a big lion head. Ich Sammler, I think it is. Ich Sammler Steinfels Bilder. Something like that. So I don't know if that was a pin, My guess is that it was some kind of a pin by the looks of the back, and it broke. But yeah, that's a really cool find. And on to my last find, which I think will turn out to be something quite special, although I really have to do some research on it. But you can see the writing on that. Cat Munzinger, and then underneath is Geb Spengler, 1836. Now, Geb is geboren, so whoever it was born Spengler in 1836. But that cat Munzinger, I don't know, I have to look that up. But that, you know, is it a dog tag, a soldier's tag from 1836? Would be the oldest one I've found, but that's really cool if it is. Yeah, so some very interesting bits and pieces from this hunt. Hope you've enjoyed watching, and hope you like and subscribe. There'll be a lot more to come. Moving on.